Tiffany Henyard is the mayor of Dalton. She is also the supervisor of Thornton Township. Credit card records show Henyard and her team have charged taxpayers more than $102,000 for trips they've taken in the past year.
You throw a lot of things up in it.
Concerns are mounting over Mayor Tiffany Henyard's handling of public funds in Dalton, with accusations of dubious spending and potential cover-ups. Residents fear that government money is being misappropriated to fund Henyard's lavish lifestyle. These concerns go beyond mere rumors, as the mayor is accused of hiding expenditure data and delaying efforts to monitor public spending. This lack of transparency is fueling growing suspicion, especially as Dalton faces ongoing financial struggles. Local residents have reported lavish vacations, expensive dinners at upscale restaurants, and other signs of excessive spending, raising alarms that taxpayer dollars intended for community programs are being misused. Henyard's administration has been criticized for its failure to release crucial financial records, further intensifying accusations of wasteful spending. The community believes that the mayor is prioritizing her personal lifestyle over Dalton's needs. Additionally, Henyard's choice of legal counsel has sparked further controversy. She has enlisted Beau Bryant, a lawyer with a controversial past, including his defense of R. Kelly. Despite not being formally disbarred, Bryant's credibility has been tarnished by allegations of witness coaching, leading some to question Henyard's judgment and ethics. This connection has deepened doubts about her leadership, especially in light of the financial challenges Dalton is facing. The situation is being described as a house of cards by some residents who worry about the long-term stability of the town under Henyard's leadership. As financial concerns grow, locals are becoming increasingly vocal, demanding transparency, accountability, and answers from the mayor. The stakes are high, and many believe Dalton's future is at risk unless serious changes are made.
GN is suing the Village of Dalton for refusing to follow open records laws and release spending records.
The controversial actions of Dalton's mayor, Tiffany Henyard, are now under intense scrutiny as residents raise alarm over questionable spending, ethical misconduct, and potential cover-ups. A series of allegations ranging from lavish personal expenditures on taxpayer money to ties with divisive legal figures have fueled growing concerns that the mayor's administration is spiraling into a scandal of epic proportions. The heart of the issue lies in Henyard's management of public funds. Critics contend that taxpayer money is being misappropriated to fund Henyard's extravagant lifestyle. Local news outlets have reported on a pattern of excessive spending, ranging from first-class airfares to expensive hotel stays, fine dining, and even personal shopping sprees. These lavish expenditures are particularly troubling considering Dalton's ongoing financial challenges, where resources are stretched thin and critical community programs face cuts. Despite being ordered by the Illinois Attorney General's office to release financial records, Henyard's administration has repeatedly delayed the release of key documents, further fueling suspicions of mismanagement and corruption. Residents and watchdog groups argue that the mayor's office has been intentionally stonewalling transparency efforts, a violation of state transparency laws. This refusal to comply with public records requests led to a legal battle with a well-known local news outlet, which took Dalton to court to force the release of the credit card statements and other related documents. When the judge ordered the city to furnish these records, the revelations were nothing short of damning. Between July and November 2023, Henyard and her team racked up tens of thousands of dollars in expenditures while vendors went unpaid. Public funds were used for first-class airfares, luxury hotel stays, fine dining, and even personal shopping. One trip to Austin, Texas, in which Henyard's staff participated, saw 3 town officials, including Henyard's top aide, Kay Freeman, spend more than $20,000 on a 5-day excursion. Among the questionable expenses were nearly $2,000 at Target and Walmart, $1,425 on Amazon, and $478 on sporting gear, including $53 worth of riding clothes. There were also extravagant meals at upscale restaurants and even a $3,491 bill for a personal photographer hired to capture Henyard's travels. Further fueling outrage, Henyard and her staff charged over $122,000 in travel expenses in just the past year alone. The costs were not limited to flights and hotels. The records also revealed charges for food, entertainment, and other personal items. These expenditures, made with public funds, have deeply angered the people of Dalton, who argue that their money could have been better spent on essential services like public safety or infrastructure, Adding another layer of controversy, Henyard is also being accused of hiding her ownership of a cancer charity, the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. The foundation, which claims to be dedicated to cancer research and support, failed to submit required financial records for several years, raising further questions about transparency and accountability. The community has grown suspicious of the mayor's handling of both public and private funds, questioning whether the foundation is another vehicle for personal gain, rather than a legitimate charitable organization. The controversies surrounding Henyard's leadership have only deepened with the filing of a civil complaint in April 2024. The complaint accuses Henyard and a village trustee of involvement in a disturbing incident during a professional trip to Las Vegas. A former employee alleges that the trustee assaulted her during the trip, with graphic details of the alleged encounter. The employee claims she began to feel ill and disoriented after dinner with the trustee, and woke up in his hotel room the following morning in a far worse condition. The accusation was made all the more troubling by Officer Byron Miles, who was part of Henyard's security detail during the trip. Miles claimed that the trustee boasted about the assault in a phone call that night, saying, "Look what I did." When Miles pressed for more details, the trustee reportedly denied any wrongdoing, claiming that he was merely trying to help a colleague who had consumed too much alcohol. What followed was even more troubling: Henyard's response to the incident. According to reports, after learning about the alleged assault, Henyard did not offer support or assistance to the victim. Instead, the employee was placed on unpaid leave without being given a chance to share her side of the story. The trustee involved swiftly denied any wrongdoing, and Henyard's failure to take action has raised serious questions about her leadership and moral character. Adding fuel to the fire, Henyard's choice of legal counsel has also raised eyebrows. The mayor enlisted the services of Beau Bryant, a high-profile attorney known for his controversial role in defending clients with questionable reputations. Bryant represented Daryl McDavid, Kelly's former business manager, during the infamous case against the R&B singer. Bryant's involvement in the case led to public scrutiny over his ethics, as he was accused of coaching witnesses, a serious violation of legal conduct. Although Bryant was never formally punished, the allegations have had a lasting impact on his reputation. Given the high-profile nature of the case and the ethical questions surrounding Bryant's past, many are left wondering why Henyard would select such a divisive figure to represent her administration. In a time when public trust is already at an all-time low, Henyard's decision to hire someone with such a tarnished reputation has further eroded confidence in her leadership. Some critics suggest that Bryant's involvement could be an attempt to delay or deflect the increasing legal challenges facing Henyard and her administration. As if Henyard's choice of lawyer weren't controversial enough, reports have surfaced about her hiring of another lawyer, Bradley, a well-known criminal defense attorney with a reputation for getting his clients off the hook, no matter the cost. Bradley is no stranger to high-profile cases, but his history of legal misdeeds, including charges of obstructing justice and witness tampering, has caused concern among Dalton residents. In 2015, he was indicted on serious charges, including encouraging witnesses to lie under oath and impeding justice. Although he was ultimately exonerated, his reputation remains clouded by these allegations. Bradley's presence at Dalton Village board meetings has raised questions about the mayor's intentions. Why would a high-powered federal criminal defense attorney be attending local meetings unless there were serious legal issues on the horizon? Some residents suspect that Henyard has hired Bradley to help manage the mounting controversies surrounding her administration, possibly even with the intent of using village funds to pay for her defense. Bradley's past, combined with his current involvement in the case, has led many to believe that Henyard's legal team is more focused on protecting her from accountability than on addressing the issues facing Dalton. As Henyard's administration continues to spiral into a crisis of both financial and ethical misconduct, the residents of Dalton are demanding accountability. The controversy surrounding her leadership has reached a tipping point, with calls for her resignation growing louder by the day. Local residents are frustrated with the lack of transparency, the misuse of public funds, and the disturbing behavior of the mayor and her associates. Many argue that Dalton deserves better leadership, one that is transparent, ethical, and accountable to the people. The situation is further compounded by the ongoing federal investigation into Henyard's administration. With the FBI now reportedly looking into allegations of corruption and financial mismanagement, it seems that the mayor's days in office may be numbered. Whether Henyard can weather the storm remains to be seen, but the odds are increasingly stacked against her. The combination of mounting legal challenges, public backlash, and a growing sense of mistrust in her administration suggests that a reckoning is inevitable. For now, the people of Dalton wait anxiously for answers, hoping that justice will prevail and that their elected leaders will be held accountable for their actions. The saga surrounding Mayor Tiffany Henyard's reign over Dalton is far from over, and as the truth continues to emerge, it seems increasingly likely that the mayor's once promising political career will be irreparably damaged. The future of Dalton and the fate of its leadership hang in the balance. In the coming months, as more details unfold, one thing is clear: the drama surrounding Henyard's administration is far from over, and the people of Dalton are ready for answers. Whether those answers come from the mayor herself or from the legal system remains to be seen. But what is certain is that this political soap opera is heating up, and the consequences could be far-reaching for everyone involved. For now, the residents of Dalton are left to wonder just how much more dirt will be uncovered and whether Henyard will be able to survive the storm she has created.